When I got poisoned and had to cut my trip to the bonfire and back in the previous episode, you might have noticed that a sack appeared near my character's butt. Now, the eagle-eyed among you might notice that this is the same sack that appeared when I equipped the crossbow bolts back in episode 1. And the only conclusion that you can draw from that is that for some reason I had to equip the bolts during my trip to the bonfire and back. And, I mean, why would I have done that? And, well, the reason is this. Welcome back to Dark Souls. Well, in the previous episode we rested here. I don't remember quite being here when I did that, but sure, we'll play along. It doesn't matter. If we go here from the bonfire, you're gonna see quite an imposing gate there, and see what seems like some sort of fort behind it. There's someone there, someone quite popular. You might as well go talk to him. I'm wearing a mask now as a pop filter, like a COVID mask. Hopefully this helps a bit with the popping. It was a problem in the previous episodes. But anyway, let's talk to this guy. Yeah, okay, he seems to be in a pensive mood. I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that there's a huge gate here. Actually, I wonder, can you... I don't know if they're there yet. Well, can you see them? Oh, you can. Look at that. There's a... It seems like a lizard man type of enemy there. Yeah, you can see them. You can see them from here. Can you grab their attention? It doesn't seem like it. But anyway, let's talk to this guy again.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
Well, I mean, Siegmeyer, if you look at it that way, waiting is usually not what causes a gate to open, right? I mean, unless you're waiting for someone to pass by, but still, I mean, you should probably do something about it instead of just waiting.
Still closed. Still closed.
And he's just gonna repeat that forever. Man. I mean, I realize the texture of the trees is a little bit outdated at this point, but this little scene here, it's still... I mean, it still makes me feel something, you know? It makes me feel just something. Bonfire in the distance there, especially since it's a little stronger now with the 10 Estus. There's just something about it. I mean, it's a little put off of my character's weird face and expression, but... Anyway, let's make our way back. There's nothing here. You don't really have to come here quite yet. This isn't something that's going to be relevant until later in the game. And oh, will it ever be relevant later in the game. Anyway, we can hear the hammer banging again. So there's probably someone downstairs responsible for that. So we're going to turn back and take the elevator that we didn't take before. Because I'm curious about something that I read while doing the light research for this LP. It's not like I'm going to delve deep into it, but, you know, some curiosities come up. Again, this scene here with the trees and everything is the same situation. Makes me feel something inside. But anyway, let's quickly get rid of these enemies here. Controller disconnected. Am I going to die? Am I going to die? Yep, I think so. Controller disconnected. Oh, man. That's precious. That's just precious. Well, here we are again. And honestly, that death didn't count. Come on. Let's, watch out for the swordsman here. Well, I mistimed the parry, but this time my controller's not going to disconnect, hopefully. And triggered that weird reaction from the game. I don't quite understand why the game doesn't really like to play along with the controller, but that's fine. At least it gives me the opportunity to show you that when you die, I mean, this is, again, one of the staples of Souls-like games. It'll be prevalent in... Wow, I never noticed, like, the particle effects and everything. Well, you leave behind a bloodstain. And this bloodstain will have all the souls that you're carrying. And also all the humanity on the top left corner there. So, if we recover lost power... Well, I didn't have any humanity. But I did have a lot of souls, and if I died again without retrieving it, the bloodstain, you can only have one of your bloodstains on the ground at any given time. So if you die again, your bloodstain is going to be replaced with a new one, which will make you lose all the souls. Like if I died again over here, for example, there would be a new bloodstain over here with the amount of souls that I had with me, and this one that had all these 5,000 souls there would be permanently gone, and I would permanently lose those souls. So, you know, you don't want that to happen. Also, when you die, you go back to being jerky flesh, and you just have to reverse hollowing again if you want to be a human again. Which, I do. I do want to be a human because of some specific things that happen when you're a human. But anyway, when we come to this elevator here, as I said in the previous episode, it looks quite familiar. Let's take it. See what happens. There's a button in the middle. This setup of elevators, once again, very prevalent in Souls-likes for some reason. This kind of device where you like press a button in the middle of the elevator to make it move. And, well, in this one, it's not going to be necessary because there's two of them. But usually, there's also like a lever close to it so you can call it to your floor or whatever. But we're back in Firelink Shrine, and this is the elevator that was broken. As some characters mentioned, I don't remember which, if it was the Crestfallen Warrior, if it was the Cleric, mentioned that the lift was broken, and we couldn't take it to the church. But now we have restored the lift, and we can take it, no problem, back to the church at any given time. Now this lift is restored, and it's basically a shortcut, once again, showcasing the intertwining nature of Dark Souls design, which are not just shortcuts in Dark Souls 1. And this is an issue that I see with a lot of like newer, more modern games inspired by Dark Souls 1 design, especially games where you can warp between bonfires from the beginning of the game. Here's a light spoiler. You will eventually be able to warp between bonfires in this game, but not right now. You can't do that right now. And there are a lot of games, basically every single Souls-like that was released after Dark Souls 1 includes the ability to warp between bonfires from the beginning of the game. And this induces the designers to create a game where this interconnectivity between everything in the game is unnecessary. So most of the shortcuts that you see, which were praised in this game because they complement the intertwining design of the game, are just used as shortcuts, basically in the same level. They are basically the shortcuts that you see in future Souls-likes are basically just used as extra bonfires. Instead of having a bonfire, you have a little shortcut that you can take to a previous one. It's really, like, it really doesn't mean anything in terms of actually being a shortcut and actually complementing the design of the game. And it does here, because you can connect now Firelink Shrine to the Undead Parish, and we will look at many other shortcuts along the way. But not just shortcuts, we call them shortcuts, but they're actually not shortcuts. They are just integral pieces of how the entire game world in Dark Souls 1 connects with itself. Well, maybe not the entire thing, but a lot of it. Anyway, let's talk to Petrus. Is that something new to say?
You again? Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you? Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
And here's the first covenant that we can join. Covenants are mostly multiplayer-related things. They are basically... Well, in the Covenants, you have a rank within the Covenant, and by doing certain actions in the Covenant, you can level up and gain some new abilities from leveling up the Covenant. Yeah, establish a covenant.
Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
I guess I can, man. Okay, I guess I can purchase something if it's not too expensive. Damn, man, 2,000 for the cheapest one, huh? Yeah. Well, Well, okay, we're not buying miracles for now, but we will.
The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
We will eventually showcase miracles when I have a steadier supply of souls. But anyway, let's go back and talk to the crestfallen warrior. We trigger the Firelink Shrine music here. Let's talk to the crestfallen warrior. Maybe he has something new to say?
Don't you
There you go.
forge your weapons? You'd better find a smith box soon, unless you enjoy swinging about with blunt instruments.
So yeah, I read that if you defeat the Taurus demon and you come back here and your weapon is still at level 0, he says that. He kind of nudges you to do the next thing in the game. And he has a ton of dialogue like that. A ton of his dialogue is based on conditionals of what you do and what you don't do during the game. And he kind of points you in the intended right direction if you talk to him. And that's quite funny. And actually, if you come down here, there's a cage with someone inside. And we can talk. But she cannot speak. And she's the Firekeeper. Okay, just spoilers, I guess. She can reinforce Estus Flask. I mean, if you talk, she can't speak. But you can use the Firekeeper soul to reinforce Estus Flask here instead of using it as an item. And if we do that, Estus Flask reinforced, and you can see that we have Estus Flask +1 now. And it will recover 400 HP now, I think. I believe that's the case. But anyway, very useful thing. It doesn't cost any souls, it doesn't cost anything but the Firekeeper soul, so there's really no reason why you wouldn't do that.
How did that silly sorcerer's apprentice end up? You know, the one always prattling on about Master Logan. He left for the undead burg, but never came back. Serves him right. If even old Big Hat can't make it out there, what chance does he have? I hope he enjoys his new life as a hollow.
Well, he's saying something about a sorcerer's apprentice and how I know him, but I don't. Never seen him in my life, crestfallen warrior. Well, whatever. Let's go back to the church. And I wanted to do that before going down to the guy that was banging on the weapons with the hammer. Or banging on metal with the hammer. Man, I just spoiled what he's doing. Because I wanted to trigger that conversation from the crestfallen warrior where he suggests you forge your weapons. This is what we're gonna do, I guess. And let's follow his advice. Why not? Now there's these gates from the lift. There's no texture on the wall to accommodate for them opening. That's a little weird, but anyway. There's someone up there. And that someone that's up there is classified as a mini-boss. We'll deal with him later. Well, shortly, actually. Alright, these guys back here. Oh, yeah, I rested at the bonfire, so here they are again. Is a soldier going to be able to kill me again? Yeah, I don't think so. Although, 19 damage, man, that's quite low. Wish you could improve that somehow. Oh, and did you see how the soul that came from his body and went to mine was black? And this is because I gained 1 humanity in the top left corner there. See, this one is just blue or like white blue. The one from that other guy was also black. It was blue and also black. So this means that you should get soft humanity is what they call the one on the top left corner there. The one that decreases when you leave a blood stain behind. But anyway, come back down here and well, meet Andre of Astora, I guess. There he is, banging on a weapon with the hilt already placed. I don't think that's very accurate, but I mean, this is Lordran, right? There's a ton of weapons there.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of a store.
You sure are, buddy.
If you require smithing, then speak to me.
Also, this guy has a unique model. He's not just made from the character generator stuff like the other NPCs. And you can witness that by the fact that his mouth actually moves when he talks.
Mighty sturdy indeed. But every hunk of metal has its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The nice thing about weapons, they never betray you. So pay them a little respect, eh?
Alright. Well, there's a ton of options here, but we're gonna see purchase item. This is Titanite Shard, and, you know, we can take a look at it. Titanite shards are fragments of the legendary slabs. Titanite is etched into weapons to reinforce. So this is the material that you need. Once again, ubiquitous aspect of Souls-likes. There's always a material that you need, and we don't have... Oh, we have one of those because the Berenic Knight dropped one. But this, it can be used, if we select a reinforced weapon here, this can be used, you can see over on the top right there, let's see if we can, yeah, we can't bring up the help menu, but anyway, you can see Titanite Shard 1/1, that's because we need one and we have one, so we can, if we want to, we can upgrade these weapons. We can upgrade all the weapons, even the shields, and it will give us a little bit more attack. Yeah, the longsword gets 8 attack. But it's not just 8, because it also improves the scaling of the weapon. And the scaling of the weapon is basically a measure of how your strength, dexterity, faith, and intelligence affect the final damage, the final attack power of the weapon. So it increases by 8 here, but it's not just 8. And we're going to do that. Reinforce longsword. But... let's see something here. He doesn't have any armor to sell us, so we're still going shirtless. But he does have some weapons. He has a longsword. He has a broadsword, which arguably better than the longsword, but yeah, the difference is not that big anyway. But he does have a bastard sword, and the bastard sword is an interesting weapon. I could purchase it if I wanted to. It does have a lot more attack power, and it's let's see if we can look at it here. Oh yeah, weapon type great sword. See, it's not a straight sword. It's a great sword, which means it has quite a different moveset from straight swords. It's going to be quite a different experience to wield it. I don't have enough souls to purchase it because I need to upgrade my regular longsword. But in any case, he also has a battle axe, war pick, which I never used, but it's probably an interesting weapon. Cestus, which is a punching weapon. You know, short reach but quick cooldown. Amount of damage inflicted is dependent on its wearer's strength. And you can see, if we take a look at param bonus there, you can see that it increases with strength and dexterity by a factor of C. It's a bit unclear what that means, but C is... it's not very good, but both strength and dexterity makes it, I guess, increase in effectiveness with both of them. So, I mean, there's an advantage there. The Cestus is not a very strong weapon anyway, but still. Bastard Sword is also CC. Broadsword CC, Longsword CC. There are more specialized weapons in the game. DC for the pike. Damn. And some shields. Actually, the shields would be interesting to purchase because even though they have 100% physical defense, just like the one I have right now, they have more stability. But the most important thing is that they're lighter. You can see the weight there, 3.0, and I think the Knight Shield is 5. So, important thing, if you get the Knight Shield and you're having trouble with weight, you might want to swap your shield with one from Andre here. But let's purchase some Titanite shards. He has infinite of them. So, purchase 7. Actually, I think we need one more. Neither of us want to see you go hollow. Oh, yeah. We certainly don't. I just did just now, man. And I had to spend a humanity to get back to shape. But anyway, in order to get the souls that we need, we can simply use a large Soul of Lost Undead. I don't remember how many souls I have, so I was going to use 2. Oh yeah, I had to use 2. And it'll give us 800 souls, which is... Oh, sorry, Andre, I kind of cut you off there. But anyway, we can now purchase another Titanite shard, and we need more souls because reinforcement costs souls. So here we go. Use the large Soul of Lost Undead. and use the Souls of a Lost Undead as well. I don't know how many I need, but I think 5 might do it. Yeah, definitely. And so yeah, we can keep increasing the longsword, reinforcing it. When you reinforce a weapon, it also restores its durability. You might have noticed that weapons have a durability setting. But now we can't do anything anymore because we don't have Titanite shards. But also the longsword disappeared from here. Where is it? Well, it's in modify equipment. But we need a special ember for blacksmiths to ascend weapons. So in order to continue to upgrade the longsword further, we need to... Well, we need an ember. I don't know what that is yet. Well, I do, but you don't. And we can learn a gesture from him. There you go. Free gesture. Nothing to it. Try talking to him. See if he has anything else to say.
There are 2 types of weapon forging. There's reinforcement and there's ascension. Reinforcement is simple. It strengthens the weapon and nothing more. A simple task for any blacksmith. Hell, you could even do it yourself with a smith box. But ascension's a finer art. It alters a weapon's properties. Ascension is the territory of we blacksmiths. A smith box just won't do the trick. Start out with reinforcement. When that loses its charm, you can consider ascension. As you've noticed, this land is flush with the mad and wicked. You won't make it through the night without employing my services.
Yeah, no, basically he just said what I just said.
Neither of us want to see you go.
But I mean, it's not when the reinforcement loses its charm, man. It's when you can't do it anymore because the weapon won't get any stronger unless you ascend it. But anyway, we check our stats. We can see that our attack power is much higher now. It was, I think, 84 before, and now it's 133. So that's pretty good. Or like 89 or something. That's pretty good. Let's try it out on those dudes from outside. And actually, we have a daunting task ahead of us now, because now we're gonna have to go into the church for real. And it starts with these guys. Oh, they're dead already. Well, that's fortunate. Well, we can test out our newfound powers on this guy. Yeah, that's a lot better. 75 damage. A lot better. But anyway, come over here. And there are some stairs over here, and we're taking the stairs. And there's a Boulder Knight here with a rapier. That's one of the annoying ones. The rapier ones are annoying. But we can try to call him down here for a fairer fight, so that he's not on higher ground than us. Oh, he's attacking everything, man. His AI is going crazy. Look at that. Ouch. Yeah, just what happens if I go here? Is it gonna... Oh, okay, now you get unstuck. Because you'd notice that I'm drinking Astus. Anyway, 40 damage. That's already pretty low. Imagine the kind of damage that we would be dealing to him if we didn't upgrade our weapon. That would be pretty pathetic. Come on, man. Stop doing that. There we go. Oh, wow, okay. I wasn't expecting that. But unfortunately, it's extremely heavy. And it's not even like it'll interfere with our rolling. It's not even that good looking. It is an armor. I mean, we got our wishes. Be careful what you wish for, I guess. It even kind of combos kind of nicely with the chain leggings too. But yeah, we can't be caught wearing that, man. It's too heavy. Unless we take off our pants, I guess. But I think wearing pants is a little more dignified than wearing that piece of armor. But anyway, as we come over here, this guy is gonna start dancing, and it'll influence the enemies here. So what we want to do is we want to come here and then very quickly come back, because there are going to be hollows here, quite a few of them, quite a lot of them. And actually, the channeler is wow, the channeler is taking point here. Damn. Okay, yeah, this guy's called the channeler, and he is quite an aggressive dude. This will be a little bit of a challenge. Well, we can kill the hollows in one hit. But that dance that it did buffs the attack of the hollows. You can see they have a little blue glow around them. And, oh, they got stuck there. But, yeah, if they hit you, it damages you a lot. But we also damage the channeler a lot, so there you go. He's dead, and he's not going to respawn. Oh, didn't drop his trident, unfortunately. Let's just cause some havoc in there. Get the other guys going. Switch to the... Well, switch to the Estus quickly. And okay, the buff is over. Now they're not going to deal a lot of damage anymore. If you let them attack you, they can probably kill you in 2 hits with the buff. But everything's fine now. Let's make our way over here. We're all sweaty. Damn, or maybe we're reflecting the blue light. I'm not quite sure. I think there's a large soul of a lost undead here. Oh, large soul of a nameless soldier. I don't think we even have any normal souls of a nameless soldier. I believe that's 1,200 souls that it gives. So quite a nice bonus. Another Balder Knight there. It's another Rapier Balder Knight. There you go. And we deal less damage to this one. For some reason. Oh no, it's still 40. I guess this is because of something that the game doesn't tell you about, which is if you hit an enemy while they're recovering from an animation, and if you get hit yourself while you're recovering from an animation, you take more damage. So we actually deal 29 damage to the Balder Knights with rapiers, but since we hit them on recovery frames from the impact of the shield defense, they take a little more. And here's another humanity. Makes up for the one I lost because I had to reverse hollowing there. And here's a wall that obviously has something behind it. You can roll through it and climb up these stairs. And there's someone there.
Still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
Without recourse. Well, can we help him? We can, because we got the mystery key back in episode 2. Now we can talk to him. Why not now, man?
Yes, very sorry. Your reward will have to wait. I've just been freed. Allow me some time.
Oh, sure. Whatever. Well, we freed him. Let's just hope he doesn't do anything crazy next. Anyway, let's go back. Textures popping in and out in the distance. That's fine. This is quite an old game. I mean, it was remastered, but it is originally quite old. And we can come over here. Some stairs and a ladder. I think there's going to be another... How is this guy dead? Or that one. I don't know. Maybe they were already there. It's another ladder. We climb up. And here there's a summon sign where you can summon Solaire. So this indicates that this is going to be a boss fight. And indeed it is. You can see the fog doesn't dissipate. It's not dissipating. Yeah, this means it's a boss. Quite a famous one. Let's switch to the gold pine resin here because it's still going to be useful and we still have a few of them. Okay, so let's run. As a cutscene is going to be triggered as we come here. Alright, so strategy for the Bell Gargoyle. What you want to do is you want to attack it very quickly. Cut off its tail if you want. And when you get it down to half its health, another one will join the fight. But hopefully, if you did this right, you're going to finish it off very quickly. The second one can breathe fire, but it's already kind of fucked up, so it only has half health. It really, like, if fighting just one at a time isn't a big deal. If you have to fight both of them at once, it becomes much harder to deal with, but one at a time, not a big deal. We can finish Can we finish this battle off before the gold pine resin effect is over? Yep. There we go. That's the bell gargoyles. Victory achieved. We got twin humanities, which is the same as a normal humanity, except it gives 2. I don't know why it couldn't just give us 2 humanities. Not sure why this item exists in the game. But anyway, our gold pine resin effect is over. And we get 10,000 souls. That's quite a lot. We can do some crazy things with that. But anyway, we come over here, and we're going inside the bell tower, which, I mean, the crestfallen warrior did tell us about there being a bell here that we can ring. So, I guess let's ring the bell. Why not? This seems to be the only reason we're here anyway. From here, you can take a look at that fort we saw earlier. It's a little bit less detailed, but it's there. We can, yeah. There's even like a hole in there. I'm not sure what that is specifically, but that hole over there. Yeah, very nice. And we can even, yeah, we can even see the little place with the that we entered there with the blacksmith. It's another one of the really cool things about this game. You can see areas that are really far away, really far away, and do stuff with them. So anyway, let's pull this lever here. And we have rung the Bell of Awakening. Well, the first one anyway. Crestfallen Warrior did say there were 2. And the other one is much further down. And let's just climb down fast and turn around and whoa! Who's this guy? He's here. He's quite a pale looking fellow. But I like his drip though. Look at that. Damn.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Careem, the pardon. Thou art a friend. From thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
Well, I haven't sinned. I really don't have anyone to accuse. But in here we can abandon the covenant that we had. But there's no reason to do that. You can purchase some items like Purging Stone, which reduces curse buildup. Curse is a status effect. We'll learn about it in due time. And an Indictment and Book of the Guilty is multiplayer stuff. But you can purchase Homeward Bones here. That's pretty good. Okay, he also has a Miracle, quite an expensive one. And he has a Talisman. It's quite an interesting one. It's a Miracle Talisman, so, you know, it should... Miracles are cast using faith, but this one scales with intelligence. So, I mean, if you want to be a priest that's actually smart instead of faithful, I mean, I guess that's the talisman for you. And he sells some rings as well, like this one, which is quite a staple of Dark Souls as well. Wearer will lose nothing upon death, so instead of leaving a bloodstain, you just don't lose anything. But you do lose the ring itself, so, you know, it's kind of like an insurance kind of thing. It can be useful. And this is just normal resistance stuff. We're not going to purchase it. Let's learn a gesture. One of the most famous gestures in the game. And let's leave.
Anytime. It is only human to commit a sin.
It is only human to commit a sin. It is only human indeed, Oswald of Careem. Let's go. Okay, we're back here, and this thing is just floating here. There is an unexplored avenue that we haven't done anything about yet, and it's that one. Let's see if we can target the Balder Knights before they notice me. Equip the crossbow. Equip the standard bolts. Call their attention. Oh boy, we called 2 of them at once. They should be fun. There you go. These are just regular. If you want to farm for Baldur side swords and Baldur shields, which is this awesome shield that they have, this is the place. The drops are quite rare though, and there's only 2 of them. There's more here. There are more Baldur Knights here, but they have rapiers. They don't have the good weapon. Yeah, I could swear there was another one. Guess I was mistaken. So I'm finally applying the strategies that I've developed. Or that I told you to apply in the previous episodes. Instead of just trying to backstab everyone. Doing a little shield dance with this guy. Yeah. Thought you would do that. We come out here. Isn't there another one? Wow, I could swear, dude. Well, anyway, pillage this corpse here. We have a halberd. Another very popular thing in the game. It seems like we're just going through all the popular things in the game. Extremely popular type of weapon. Quite unorthodox, but it requires parameters that we don't have. It requires 16 strength and we only have 11. But the thing is, we can equip it, but it says insufficient strength to wield this weapon with one hand. Hold with both hands to use effectively. Because if you hold a weapon with 2 hands, what happens is the game considers your strength as being multiplied by 1.5. And 11 times 1.5, rounded down, is 16. So we can wield this weapon with 2 hands if we wish. The animation seems like he's fumbling. But I think if we take a look at the description of the halberd, we'll see that the halberd has 2 elementary attacks, spear-like thrusting and large sweeping swings. However, one false swing and the wielder is left wide open. So it's referring to this. If you actually hit an attack, he doesn't fumble like this. Maybe I can demonstrate it in this guy. If I don't just kill him. Oh, backstab. Huh. Unfortunate, I guess, for the purposes of what we were trying to do. But anyway, this is the important corpse. Basement key. Now, what is the basement key? Well, take a look. Opens door leading to Lower Undeadburg. Lower Undeadburg. And we've seen a brief preview of Lower Undeadburg in the first episode. So, well, maybe we can finally go there. But how do we do that? Well, you'll see.
Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you? You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide.
Oh, okay. Well, he does say something if you ring the first bell as well. So, let's go. Actually, we could probably level up a bit, right? I mean, we have enough souls. Yeah, alright, I suppose that's enough. Oh yeah, quite a power boost from that. We're level 20 now. Whoa, don't skip the blue tearstone ring, brother. That's the first accessory that we get in the game. It's not very useful. I guess you can read it there. It only increases your defense when your HP is already low, which seems completely useless to me, but there you go. I mean, it's the first accessory, first ring we got in the game. Well, anyway, we come over here. This is where the dragon was. This is where Solaire was. Is he still there? Nope, not there anymore. But this is the door that was locked before, and now we can open it with the basement key. How nice. And we can make our way down to Lower Undeadburg through these really long stairs.
What a thrill silence through the night. What a thrill.
Okay, now we're down here, and welcome to Lower Edinburgh. There's no area transition or anything, but we can immediately go up these stairs here and open up another shortcut, which is this door. It's closed before. Back into that one bonfire I said was very important. And there it is. It's all connected, man. It's all connected. But we don't want to go there. There's nothing for us there. We want to continue down here. And get introduced to a few new enemies that are quite annoying. Like the dogs. Oh boy. Yeah, they can cause bleed. They're real annoying. Once again, the strategy is to just kind of try to counterattack when they bump against your shield. Not really much to it, I guess. There we go. There's another one. And we're gonna come over here. Is it this door? No. One of the doors here. I think it's this one.
Somebody, please let me out of here. Somebody, anybody, help me. Unlock the door. Damn, I'm finished. How did this ever happen?
And oh God, okay. I think there's might be another dog. Okay. And it turns out the residence key that we used to unlock the door to the Gold Pine Resin actually has two uses and unlocks this door as well. And we meet this guy.
Brilliant. You opened the door for me. Thank you. I'm saved. I thought I might never escape. I am Griggs of Vinheim, a sorcerer of the school. I am much obliged for your assistance. Thanks to you, I may now resume my travels.
Alright, nice. We rescued this guy, Griggs of Vinheim.
Oh, hello. I'm fine. I will rest a while, then return to Firelink Shrine. I have my sorcery, and I will be more cautious next time. Besides, I have an important task at hand.
Okay. There we go. I'll wait for you in Firelink Shrine then. And there's a corpse here. What does it have? If there's a corpse in a barrel, you can pretty much be certain that it's going to have an item. And it's the sorcerer clothes. So we're finally, and also a staff. We're finally going to have some clothes on our back. Some real clothes. I mean, it doesn't look too impressive, but it also interferes with our rolling. But we can simply exchange the heavy chain leggings. So the weight is listed there, 4.6, to sorcerer boots, which are much lighter, and we can get our rolling back. Can we put the gloves on? We can even put the gloves on. So now we finally have real clothes on our back, man. Finally. I'm ecstatic. Look at my face. It's the face of someone who's ecstatic. Look at it. Look at it. Bathe in it. So this is going to be it for today. Now that we have clothes on our back, I wanted to stop when we finally got the sorcerer clothes. We're a real person now. I'm not just going shirtless everywhere. And, yeah, this is going to be it. Next time let's just chill out with Griggs here. Oh, yeah, look at this. I have the same clothes as you now, except mine are brown. You know, whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh, boy. What a relief.